All right. Question 3 now. The real depth of a pond. We are still working on calculations on refractive index. The real depth of a pond is 6 meters and its apparent depth is 4.5 meters. The refractive index of the water of the pond is, I want to calculate the refractive index. Remember I told you we checked it. Refractive index is what? A real depth over apparent depth. And number 4 now. A 60 degrees prism is made of a material whose refractive index is 1.6. We have to calculate the angle of minimum deviation, then the angle of refraction of the light, and the angle of incidence at the minimum deviation, at DM, at minimum deviation. So can we do that together now? Let's do it. All right, so the first thing, the real depth has been given to be 6 meters. The real depth of a pond is 6 meters and its apparent depth is what? 4.5 meters. We have to calculate the refractive index. Refractive index, we don't know. But you know refractive index is what? Real depth all over what? Apparent depth. So what's the real depth? 6 meters over apparent depth, 4.5 meters. So if you do well to check this, that will be 1.33. If you check that, that will be 1.33. All right. Number 4 now. The last one there, last question there. It says a 60-degree prism, that's triangular prism, is made of a material whose refractive index is 1.6. 1.6. So what do we have there? So you will see that 60 degree, that's a refractive, and I told us the other time the formula, the refractiveness is sine half brackets dm plus a. dm, that's a, is the refracting angle, and we have been given to be 60 degrees. All right, and refractive index is 1.6. A 60-degree prism is made of a material whose refractive index is 1.6. Calculate the angle of minimum deviation, that's dm. So all right, let's quickly write the parameters. A is what? 60 degrees. Refractive index is given to be 1.6. So we want to calculate the dm. So we are going to write the formula now. Remember the formula you are given? Minimum deviation is sine 1 over 2 dm plus a all over sine 1 over 2a. So if you know this formula, you can quickly get it. So 1 over 6, 1.6 be sine 1 over 2, get 60 dm, that's what you want to get, plus 60 all over sine 1 over 2 bracket 60. So 1.6 will be sine 1 over 2 bracket dm plus 60 all over this sine, half of this will be sine 30. And that is clear, which is 0.5. 1.6 will be sine 1 over 2 bracket dm plus 60 all over 0.5. When you cross multiply, let's cross multiply. Cross multiply. So 1.6 multiplied by 0.5 will give sine half of dm plus 60. I hope this is clear to this point. I hope this is clear to you. All right. So 1.6 times, that is 1.6 multiplied by 0.5, that's 0.8, and that will be sine half dm plus 60. Now from here, what do we do? You remember when you have something like, check it, when you have sine theta equals 1.5, how do you get your theta? Theta will be arc sine 1.5. So you remember something like this? So that's what you apply here now. So from here, you say, now from here, arc sine 0.8, arc sine will be half of dm plus 60. I hope this is clear to you. I'll ask and this now. And if you do this, that will give you 53.13. 53.13 will be half bracket dm plus 60. So this can be rewritten as 53.13 will be dm plus 60 all over 2. Then half multiplied by this, oh, it's still the same thing, so we can cross multiply. And as you do this, that will be 53.13 multiplied by 2 will be dm plus 60. So this is 106.26 will be dm plus 60. So 106.26 minus 60 will be dm. So this is 46.26 degrees. That's the dm, which is the minimum deviation we are asked to calculate. I hope that is clear to you. That's the minimum deviation. Now the big question now, the angle, we want to find the angle of refraction of the light. The angle of refraction of the light. Please note. So B now, the angle of refraction. We want to get R, angle of refraction. But now I want you to note that at minimum deviation, when you are working on a triangular prism, at minimum deviation, 2R equals A, and A is refracting angle, so R will be A over 2, and A is 60 over 2, and that's 30 degrees. So the angle of refraction R is 30 degrees. That's the B. Then the C, the last question now. The last question C, let's calculate the angle of incidence. The angle of incidence at DM. The angle of incidence at DM. And you remember again that refractiveness is sine I over sine R. Okay? This is Snell's law that we have been told, and we have been given this to be 1.6 from the question. We have been given the refractive index to be 1.6. All right, and again we have gotten R to 30 degrees, so we want to get I now. We don't know I. So 1.6 will be sine I all over sine 30. So 1.6 will be sine I over 0.5. Therefore, we cross multiply. So we say 1.6 multiplied by 0.5 will be sine I. So 0.8 will be what? Sine I. So I will be arc sine is 0.8, and that is 53.13 degrees. I hope this is clear. Please go over it again. God bless you. Thank you. I'll give you some questions now. Thank you.